In the history of automaking, Japan has always been prevalent, but in the past 20 years, no other brand has been as surprising as the artistry of Mazda. Mazda is a brand that at one point made budget cars for the commuting masses. However, now Mazda makes the best designed cars in the entire world, and they are gentle on your wallet. Join me as I dive deep into the automaker Mazda and analyze and talk about Mazda's modern success. But before we delve into that, a quick word. If you guys like the content on the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and give me a comment to let me know your opinions. Peace. Enjoy the video. Earlier in my intro, I said Mazda makes the best designed cars in the world. I mean that. Even though Porsche and Lexus are making very pretty cars, Mazda has a very secret formula for their designs: simplicity. Mazda makes some of the most objectively simple designs in the entire industry. The Mazda 3 might be one of the best looking cars ever made. The lines from the rear, which are rounded, flow effortlessly to the front grille. While being on the topic of the rear, and again, rounded rear looks utterly incredible. The taillights are perfectly placed with an almost retro dual light housing design, much like an older Lexus GS model. The flawless design doesn't stop with Mazda 3, however, it carries over to the CX-90. The CX-90 can be seen as Mazda's flagship luxury SUV. Where most full-size luxury SUVs come off as flashy, gimmicky toys, Mazda made a classy yet exciting SUV which looks utterly easy. Easy is a word I find myself coming back to with Mazda. Easy design. Mazda's design language is in every definition of the word perfect. The portfolio of perfection that Mazda's creators create extends into their underappreciated performance. When Japanese sports cars are mentioned or being discussed, brands like Honda and Toyota are often thrown out as brands who make incredible performing cars, which would be a factual statement. HRC and Gazoo Racing make bewildering engines. However, Mazda seems to always be left out of the conversation of Japanese performance cars. The turbocharged 2.5-liter Skyactiv engine is one of the best sounding four cylinders being produced in the automotive industry. A car such as the Mazda 3 Turbo can confidently hold its own against performance sedans like the Elantra N and Camry TRD, and with light engine tuning, it could even hold its own against a VW Golf R and a Type R. The Mazda Speed name was at one point at its highest with the Mazda Speed 3. The Mazda Speed 3 was the pinnacle of iconic. One of the most enthusiast-themed cars probably ever, the car has been beloved since it released. Mazda also made a vehicle which to this day is still relatively unknown, the Mazda Speed 6, a performance sedan which sported a turbocharged inline four-cylinder making 274 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque, which all was matched with a manual transmission. The design was instantly iconic, with quad-lens headlights which created a stance unlike any other car in the 2000s. These cars mentioned are just a few of the masterpieces that Mazda has created. The brand seems to only be moving up as well, as Mazda has promised many great things. This isn't even to mention the many myriad of Mazda Miatas out there. Mazda, like Toyota, has figured out how to satisfy the needs of every driver. Whether you're a car enthusiast or a mom or a daily commuter, Mazda makes a vehicle for every driver. A good product which you want to be seen in. Mazda seemingly overnight became a household name as the CX-5 is a widely beloved car all over the United States of America. This success all comes from the Mazda design philosophy and business identity, making premium cars for an easily accessible price. I've been in the inside of many different Asian cars, but Mazda is one of the nicest cars I've been in, period. The materials are genuinely sturdy and all around well designed. They drive incredibly tight and resemble Honda cornering in a way, which Mazda has always been known for. The more brands adopted this identity of Mazda, they would see much more success. You can get cars from Mazda for just $25,000, which are brand new. Mazda makes cars for every car driver, and that is a good thing. Thanks, Mazda. Mazda is perfect. A brand which has become synonymous with incredible design and comfort, Mazda shows no signs of slowing down. Mazda's reliability and traditional automatic transmissions are a rarity in the age of CVTs and risky hybrid engines. So many elements of Mazda are almost too good to be true, but unfortunately for naysayers, it's all true. So thank you, Mazda. Never change. Thanks for watching.
Oh man, homie, my mind is playing tricks on me.